Joining me now was once a four-time Pro Bowler in the NFL. First team All Big 12 in 2003 out of Nebraska. His name is synonymous with being a tough guy in the NFL. A couple of situations have popped up off the field, but talking to him is one that you'll never, ever forget. Ladies and gentlemen, today he is hosting a charity golf tournament in the name of his recently passed father at the JW Marriott Desert Ridge Resort in Phoenix, Arizona, the Wildfire Golf Club. Torch Cigar Bars is the after party, trying to make good in this world, ladies and gentlemen, Richie Incognito.
Yes, thank you for having me. I'm alive. I survived jail, and now we're raising money for kids.
Okay, you brought it up. Let's talk about it. Recently, your dad passed away. Your dad meant a lot to you. Richie Incognito Sr., I've been reading up on him. You've sent me some information, is an absolute legend. Would you like to talk about your dad a little bit and how awesome of a human he was?
My dad, losing my dad kind of in the wake of retirement, football season coming up, it was a lot. My dad was a stud. He served for this country 2 times in the United States Army. And he was a poor kid from Hudson County, New Jersey, that got drafted when he was 18, got his name changed by the government to Incognito, and rotated out through West Point twice. So he went to West Point when he got drafted in 1971. From West Point, went down to Alabama for basic training, went over to Vietnam, worked on a bunch of details over there for the Army, came back. They asked him to join the police force. He said, absolutely not. Then they sent him back. They sent him back in about 72, 73. They sent him back over this time through West Point again as an Army airborne motherfucking Ranger. And my daddy was the man. He was my coach. He was my confidant. He's my business partner. The best thing I could say about my dad was, he was just always down for an adventure, and he always wanted to bring as many people along as possible. All my teammates, all my buddies, our house was the meeting place. And that's why today we're raising money in his name to help children all across New York City.
That is, by the way, absolutely awesome. Your dad is an American badass. That is such a cool thing. Raising money for New York City. How's your golf game? You were sponsored by PXG. How is your golf game? Are you excited to get out there on the links?
I am excited to get that out there on the links and show all these nerds what a real golfer looks like. About 306 pounds, getting ready to compete in some long drive competitions. Just kidding. I'm not going to do that. But I've been out on the course, dude. I've been trying to get my mind off things. Recently just moved to Vegas to start some businesses up here. So, the golf course is my therapy. I just get out there with my boys, hack around, have a few beers, talk some shit, and everything seems better.
Okay, in the wake of your father's passing, you made the news again, and I'm not going to bring it up. I think people have learned enough about it. They've heard enough about it. It's all an alleged event, obviously, one side. Do you have anything to say about that, your side, that you'd like to get out before it gets officially to court? If not, we move on.
Yeah, you know what? It's a legal process now. I just want to apologize to all my fans and the people of the Bills Mafia, the Rams, the Dolphins, University of Nebraska, all these people that have supported me. I let them down. I'm not guilty, and the court process will play itself out. But I feel like I've let everybody down. I lost my cool with my father passing, and I feel confident that I will be vindicated in the court process or whatever the heck we're in right now. But my shift is just to philanthropy. I'm just trying to raise money and kind of assume this role in normal life.
By the way, making the world a better place is an incredible rebound whenever you find yourself in a situation that's difficult. I think the world understands that when the death of a loved one happens, a lot of things can happen. And I honestly think that your apology right there is going to mean wonders to a lot of human beings. I hope you know that, Richie.
I think I hope what people can get a grasp of is that I'm just a normal fucking dude, just like you and me, man. We were blessed to play in the NFL and have careers. But at the end of the day, we're normal dudes. I like sitting on the couch watching TV. I mean, I like to play a ton of golf. I like to do a bunch of outdoor activities. And I think what gets lost in that is like, I have this persona, man, myth, legend. And then people meet me and they're like, you're just kind of a normal dude. You're not really crazy. You're not really this. But then, obviously things like this happen and they pop up in the newspaper. People are like, this guy eats babies. And it's good. It's good for the brand. But, sometimes you're like, you meet people like, please don't Google my name.
You can see, though, how some of these things with the gym in Miami where you had to deal with a guy stalking you, basically, how it got spun out of control. And in this situation, how the media spins everything with your name on it is going to get. You can see how some people assume that you might be a legit crazy person. But then you talk, you can see how people from outside the box can think that, right?
Absolutely. I can see how I get that. I would read half the crap that's written about me, and I'd write myself off. I'd be like, this dude is nuts. What? And, a big part of quote unquote being nuts is just accepting the fact that you're different. I am nuts. I think differently. I've played in over, 250, maybe 300 football games, probably been in thousands and thousands of street fights. There's not much that scares me. But, losing my father and being super religious and just, having my faith tested in that moment, it was challenging, man. It's hard. It shook me to my core. I'm a tough dude. You've been around the locker room.
Yep.
We're all tough dudes that carry a lot of baggage, and, it manifests itself in different ways. And how I manage my pain and my anger is weight room, golf, therapy, medicine. I'm at the point, I've had a rough go at it, kind of a checkered past that when shit like this goes down, my phone is blowing up with people trying to help me. And I think, my big message to everybody out there, let me get on my little soapbox for a minute, is if you're having an issue, if you're having a mental health issue, if you're having a bullying issue, if you're not feeling right, the biggest thing, just open your mouth. Just communicate to somebody, and you will be shocked at what you hear in return. If you open up your veil a little bit and let people in to your true self, you'd be shocked what you hear from people. I've had people calling, texting, emailing, prayer groups, and I'm honestly just so thankful. I have so many good people around me that care about me, and I think what leads us now, what leads the Incognito family now, is my father's honor and our faith in God above all else.
So that's beautiful. Vulnerability is not a sign of weakness, by the way. It could be a sign of strength, to be honest. Who are you leaning on this time? Do you have a therapist? Are you more so going into religion? And I saw you in Hawaii there with some prayer groups. How are you battling through these times? Because losing somebody that you've done business with your entire life, your coach, your confidant, your best friend, that can be tough to handle at to begin with. Then you throw in, I think you alluded there that there could potentially be some traumatic issues with your brain with over 300 games and stuff like that. Who are you leaning on these times, Richie?
Dude, I'm leaning on family. I'm leaning on my mother, my brother, my extended family. I'm working actually with an Army doctor out of California named Dr. Amen, and he is one of the leading traumatic brain injury specialists in the world. And what he's doing is through a regimen of medicine and hyperbaric chambers, we're trying to correct the years of traumatic brain injuries that I have suffered. And the really cool part about that is there's hope. There is hope for retired athletes. There's hope for retired police officers, firefighters, Navy SEALs, military, all these people that we all seen some crazy shit. We've all had traumatic things that do cause PTSD. But what's really cool about technology and science is we are at the point where we can correct most of that. And I'm leaning on Dr. Amen. I'm leaning on therapists. I'm freaking calling up everybody I know that, well, Pat, you've been in an NFL locker room.
Yes, sir.
We're always doing Bible study. We're always doing prayer groups and stuff like that. So I'm leaning on all my old teammates, Eric Wood, Melvin Fowler, Anthony Fasano, and leaning on the people in my foundation who I have around me. I have great people, and again, I'm just so proud and excited that I can spread the word about all this and raise money to help people.
Richie, I want you to know that everything you're going to do from this is going to be so positive, and I'm very proud of you, man, coming out here, admitting that there could be potentially be something wrong. Now you're taking it head on, trying to fix it. You're adapting to the obstacles that you've created for yourself in the past, and now you're going to make a better future, Richie. That's an absolutely beautiful thing. Let's talk about the future. What are you going to do, Richie? You're going to continue to raise money in your father's name. You're going to golf. Is football behind you now? The last time I spoke to you, you were still potentially accepting offers. The first weekend of football is done. Did you get the itch to get back out there? What is Richie Incognito up to?
Always have the itch to get out there. Last night, I was taking pass sets in my backyard.
You still got it? You still got it?
Oh, I still got the juice, man. I still got it. I still got at least 10 snaps in me. I actually played golf with my buddy who played at the Bills with me, Melvin Fowler. He lives here in Vegas, and played golf yesterday. We went and watched a couple games, and we're just like two old men yelling at the TV, "Catch the ball! What are you doing? How could you do it?" You know what I mean? So the game never leaves you. And right now I'm just in a holding pattern. I'm focusing on myself first before I take the next step in anything.
That's fucking beautiful, Richie. I know you have a lot going on. Your golf tournaments today, Torch Cigar Bars, the after party. I hope you show up, show out, raise a lot of money for kids across New York City. And also, Richie, from all of us over here, I am so thankful for you joining us, and I hope you find the mental health and the mental peace of mind at some point where everything and all this is behind you, brother.
I appreciate it, man. Thank you for giving me the platform to come on, dude. You guys have always been good to me. And one thing I want to say about the Richard Dominic Incognito Jr. Foundation is tomorrow or today, we are raising money in my dad's name. And in America, you only have to give away 5% year over year of what you bring in to stay a public charity. At my foundation, we believe in giving away as much money as possible. So to all the great people of Phoenix who show up today to support, I'm going to give away about 90% of the money to some really needy kids, to some initiatives in South Africa.
Oh.
So
we're going worldwide,
cool
Richie.
stuff, man.
Richie, you're going worldwide.
We're going worldwide, baby. We're going international.
All right, well, take care of yourself over there. Congratulations on the bounce back here. I hope everything goes well in court. And to be honest, we've all experienced the loss of a loved one. So there's a lot more people who understand you than you think. So keep on keeping on, brother, and we appreciate you for joining us, Richie.
No doubt. Thanks for having me.
Cheers, brother. Work on them goddamn pass sets in the backyard. Aaron Rodgers just got crushed last night in the first half. They might
I know. I'm about to go throw on the pads and helmet and go take out this trash can.
All right, I'll see you, Richie. Have a good one.
Later, brother.
Later.